Terry White, and this is video 4 in the What Business Really Wants from IT series. And what I want to cover here is some of the thoughts that we have on the posture of IT within the business. Now, I'm doing some work with the Innovation Value Institute, which is an institute that is looking at the value that IT brings to their business. And what I'm going to be talking about here is based very much on their capability maturity framework. Do a Google search on Innovation Value Institute and you'll have a wider view of their value framework. But let's go through just the posture element of it. Is IT seen as a pure techie, the geeks within the organization? In other words, nobody understands what IT does, but they're sure they do important things, but they really don't pay a lot of attention to IT other than just keep my stuff working. Or are IT seen as technology suppliers? In other words, business comes to you, walks into your office and says, I want XYZ technology. Very often as a result of IT vendors approaching business directly and excluding IT from the discussion. Or are IT seen as technology experts? In other words, if business needs technology, they understand that IT are the experts in this domain. So if a vendor does approach them, they say, look, we've got to include IT in this discussion because I trust their technological expertise. Yeah. Strategic business partners. It tends to be a lame term in my view because everybody talks about that and everybody talks about alignment, but the issue to me is, are the strategies interwoven? In other words, business doesn't do strategy without considering the IT implications and vice versa. And then the final posture element is, are IT seen as a core competence? In other words, what we do with technology is what makes this business the success it is. Now, the interesting thing about these 5 postures, other than that they are gradational, in other words, you can move down the curve and become more mature in terms of the value you're providing. The interesting thing to me is very often your posture changes as a result of the change in your CEO. CEOs have a view on technology, and if you get a new CEO, he might have a different view of what technology brings to them. So IT has to be very aware of the executive feeling and posture towards them based on these 5 elements here. So in the next video we're going to have a look some more at IT posture.